ahead.
Okay,
Ready?
ready.
Okay, it's 6:13 PM. I'll call the meeting to order. Okay, we acknowledge we are gathered on Treaty 1 and Treaty 2 territories and that Manitoba is located on the treaty territories and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Innuit, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota Oete, De'Esulane, Ojibwe, Nihitawak. We acknowledge Manitoba is located on the homeland of the Red River Métis. We respect the spirit and intent of treaties and treaty making and remain committed to working partnership with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, and collaboration. Okay. Be it resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented. Can I have a mover?
I'll make that motion.
Councillor Ross. Councillor Brown seconds it. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. Okay. Be it resolved that in accordance to the Municipal Act, Section 152(3), council do hereby close the meeting to the public and move in camera at 6:15 PM to discuss the conduct of an investigation under the enforcement of an act or bylaw. Be it further resolved that council agree to keep in confidence all matters discussed in this closed session. Can I have a mover? Councillor Maxwell moves it. Councillor Rohan seconds it. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. Okay, we're going into camera.
We'll go into
Is
that.
the room open? Did you get a key? Yeah. Okay. We'll be back.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. See the one that goes, it's not big fees. Yeah, it's not, okay. It's, I can't think of the name of it. Oh, that's the truth, so that's it. Yeah, yeah, yes, no, it's not that one, it's, true. You know, I mean, right? It goes in behind this tree, so when it comes out over the nail, it's really bad. Kind of loops it around. That would go with the roots, so. He's not, he's really right off. His approach is right off. But it's right before that intersection. One that goes for Route 2, and then the other one goes south, and it turns right. And then right up in the street. Yeah, yeah, it's really responsible. Well, that's not right, it's just before Thompson. Okay. He's the last house, yeah, the south side before Thompson. I thought it was public. Yeah, he's building that. He built a greenhouse, and they were all the over years. He's building a haunted house. Yeah, yeah. You know, roads and. Yeah. No ideas, yeah. It's okay, it's a nice problem. Yeah. Noisy. Honey? Traffic. Well, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, but I mean, he did quite a bit, whatever, big group was. So he heard it, he discussed. Yeah. Well. He was slain to people that were there. And it goes back to the guy that did the okay, but it's so long, so they didn't make a decision now. Yeah, and then. Well, yeah, then let me see. If he does his research, then he can, whatever. He can. He's sitting out. He can go in the audience like we are. Yeah. Can't be. Correct. Can't let it do. I don't know for how long. Yeah. And then he had two good. Yeah. I don't know what they know. You know. It. Yeah, no. Let's see. Those were the good times. Here comes our circuits. And they're in regardless. I can remember the first time I came to Scotty Street, Scotty Meeting. I was sitting in that room, his office to go home. And that was also his bank practice. And the big one. There's nothing, you just corner his chair. And I was and then something was called the something treasure or whatever. Yeah. Just like this, it was. David? What's his name? Shortly, he was doing. Oh, yeah. That's sad story. I don't know if you can go to the courts, maybe decision in favor of the leaders. I don't know if you becomes maybe my opinion on that. Maybe it's only the right. It goes through the rest of it. Sign it over to Charlie. And I can give it back. Move it to one, just started. And then once Trump's one, I just take the 10 months south of the United States. It's not just even it's like, if you're stupid, you're all medicated. Yes. Jesus. You're like, when my granddaughter was, their parents-in-law, I think they have you probably in really not good with probably 2 months of the border. They were ever having 3 months. Like, is that the whole game? Most of them are this year. Really close group. I don't think so. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think so. I would have liked it. Be careful. That's right.
Don't go anywhere.
You done? She lived for him, and then she retired. So I think it went over to. No, is it true? Boy, but we have probably, yeah. Yeah, yes. Yes. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what color our bases. I mean, yeah, I looked some stuff up and then whatever. You don't need it, or you don't use it. Some bullshit. Decent buck. I know it's. And you got enough steps. I just get all that. I'm not a top dog, but it wasn't constant. Yeah. Well, we were there. I'm driving back, you drive back. It's, a few years before you move back, tell my boys what to do and not to do. Nothing's gonna happen between my thoughts. Well, nothing. My son, don't say. Well, well, I'm going to the camp. Look at it that way. Well, once, made a problem with that ticker. Something else. Nothing more. Could be correct. You didn't see that one coming, did you? That's exactly how quick it is. I might, I did you wrong, that's the bad guy. Mm-hmm. Tried to run over because oh my. You can't be children with the there. I'm gonna go to that. Was he? Where? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go cut up the. Sorry, I'm gonna go get dinner. Because I'm hot. I'm just a complete things. Trees, trees, trees. That's all I'm doing. Well, I know you want to come over there, and you visit them. All the doings are wrong, all the sicknesses, all the bad attitude, all the stupid doctors. And then you get no help, we're there, you know, all this stuff, the country, the country. Well, it's still control your own, you know, step right on your ass. I mean, I can do it, that doesn't matter. I'm way up there with you, you can see it. And my body's there. I'm not gonna be that stupid, something else did. But before I do something stupid, I was stupid, a stupid kid. I go in the truck, I do the windows, whatever, yeah, so go around. And I locked up the doors and she said, the States for a week, or a couple of days, whatever, and it's about 40 for a break. We can do that. Still. Yeah, go ahead. I think it was a really good game. Couple of mistakes. This game was every time you see
Welcome over here, dear. Okay.
I was hanging out. So. Are we live now?
You ready? Call the meeting back to order at 7:05. Oh, sorry, 7:02.
No, that's okay. 7:05.
Okay, 7:05. Be it resolved that council reconvene in regular open session at 7:05 PM. Moved by Councillor Brown, seconded by Councillor Maxwell. I'm going to call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Okay. I'll read the- You want to read it?
You have the last night.
Okay. Whereas the council code of conduct for council members applies to all council members and establishes the standards and values that council members are expected to meet in carrying out their responsibility as elected officials of the municipality. And whereas the council code of conduct requires all council members to conduct themselves in a manner that is defined in the code of conduct for council members by law and must reflect the decorum and dignity of the office that they hold. And whereas a third party conducted a code of conduct complaint number 2 investigation and reported their findings on the investigation into contraventions of the code of conduct. And whereas per the investigation report, Sam Hofer contravened the council code of conduct for complaint number 2. And whereas council has reviewed and considered the report in camera. Therefore, be it resolved that Sam Hofer is in breach of the council code of conduct, and further be it resolved, the council sanctions Sam Hofer for the breach of the council code of conduct, complaint number 2, as follows. Require the member to issue a letter of apology to the ratepayers by January 1st, 2025, removing the member's presiding duties under subsection 83(2) of the Act, and suspending the member from carrying out a power, duty, or function as a member for a period of 90 days. Can I have a mover? Moved by Councillor Drohan, seconded by Councillor Maxwell. Discussion.
Seeing as how the code of conduct is council's only means of keeping decorum in our council chambers, it's our only mechanism to deal with any kind of conduct complaints as per the municipal act, as per our bylaws. The investigator has done his due diligence and has concluded that that is the decision that he's come to in the end of the investigation. And I think it's the right one. We had to make some sort of sanctions, and so we've chosen the sanctions as seem appropriate for the code of conduct, the breaking of code of conduct. as per our bylaws and as per the municipal acts guidelines for doing such thing.
Councilor Maxwell, you have,
Well, the code of conduct is our only tool. That's all they give us. It's very long, it's drawn out, and it's very expensive. And unfortunately, due to the bad behavior that has been substantiated by an investigator, we're now going to be on the hook for a big chunk of money. And that's why we require that apology, and I think it's appropriate. The time is the maximum we can apply, and I think that's appropriate. And we counted heavily on Reeve as elected to be our leader, and he's proven to be not very effective as a leader, and therefore his presiding duties should not be there. And I'll leave it at that.
Yes, and just going on further to say about the code of conduct complaint. The investigator did a lot of investigating on it. Found that it was substantiated. Can't argue with the claims that have been put in there, and that's why them 3 motions are, or not motions, but for the apology to the ratepayers and the presiding duties and 90 days of power and duty and function. So that's what it has to be.
I just want to say that the amount of energy that has gone into these has taken away from the positive things that we do as a council for the municipality. There's a huge administrative debt that has been building up over the last couple of years. Things are behind, and this bad behavior didn't contribute one good thing towards the municipality. Plus, it came at a substantial cost to the municipality, and that's a shame. So, do you wish to close debate?
Yeah, like you said, the cost is the big thing for us, and it's the only mechanism we have. It's the only way we have to regulate any kind of behaviors. Yeah.
I'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Whereas a third party conducted a code of conduct complaint number 3 investigation and reported their findings of the investigation into contraventions of the code of conduct. And whereas, per the investigation report, Sam Hofer contravened the council code of conduct for complaint number 3. And whereas, council has reviewed and considered the report in camera. Therefore, be it resolved that Sam Hofer is in breach of the council code of conduct. And further be it resolved that council sanctions Sam Hofer for the breach of the council code of conduct complaint number 3 as follows. Remove the member from all council committees or bodies on which the member serves. Suspend the member from carrying out power, duty, or functions as a member for a period of 90 days. And suspend the member's compensation for the duration of the 90-day suspension. Do I have a mover? Moved by Councillor Maxwell. Seconded. Seconded by Councillor Brown. Discussion.
Again, we only have one tool to use and limited sanctions that we're able to apply. What we had to look at is what we can do to most impress upon the member the damage that he's done. And that damage includes major distractions for our administrative staff that has taken us away from getting back to where we should be. And that's why we've gone this route, and I support it. this motion?
Yes, it definitely has taken away from the administration of getting very valuable time to get things done that need to be done. I'm fully in support of the motion. Like other councilors have said, that it's the only tool that we have to try and control this sort of act.
Yeah, again, I echo what everybody is talking about as well. The distraction that these have caused, and their cost, it's exorbitant. And this isn't what council should be focusing on, but as our only tool to correct bad behavior, it has to be done.
Yeah, council has its hands tied as far as behaviors go. The municipal act clearly states that it's our only tool to use to enforce any kind of compliance with the rules. And as that goes, we had to do something as a council, and this is our only mechanism to do that. And we had to, at a great cost to our administration, at a great cost to all of us. We don't enjoy doing this. It's something we have to do, otherwise it would carry on and on. And we can't have that behavior carrying on like that. So.
Do we still close the debate? Okay, I'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Whereas a third party conducted a code of conduct complaint number 4 investigation and reported their findings of the investigation into contraventions of the code of conduct. And whereas per the investigation report, Sam Hofer contravened the council code of conduct for complaint number 4. And whereas council has reviewed and considered the report in camera, therefore be it resolved that Sam Hofer is in breach of the council code of conduct. And further be it resolved that council sanctions Sam Hofer for the breach of council code of conduct, complaint number 4, as follows. Requiring the member to issue a letter of apology to the previous interim CAO by January 1st, 2025. Suspending the member from carrying out power, duty, or function as a member for a period of 90 days. Have a mover. Moved by Councillor Drohan, seconder. Seconded by Councillor Maxwell. Discussion.
Yeah, again, it's basically echoing the same thing. It's our only, as council, it's our only way of doing anything for any kind of breaches of the code of conduct. And we need to stand up for our staff and our administration, all of them. And it's our only mechanism for dealing with any kind of breaches of that code of conduct. And as such, it's come at a great cost to us over the years that we've been here. And I'm hoping this will help reinforce better behavior in the future from these sanctions.
Yeah, my thoughts on this one especially is we have to show our support to our administration. Without them, this RM can't run. And we need them, and we need people to stay in place and work for us, and that's what we have to show. We're willing to step out and do what we can when we see behavior that is unacceptable, and we will not tolerate it as a council, either from each of us members or from the public. We have to point out when we're not satisfied with what's happening, and this is our way of doing that, and I support it.
Yes, I definitely support this motion here. We have to support our staff, and this sort of things that go on, we have to definitely support our staff. And I really like the two items there that being the apology, the letter of apology to the interim CAO. That's a must.
We have been through, you're our 7th CAO in 2 years. And if people are wondering why everything is so behind, it's because people don't want to work here because of some types of behavior that are not recommended or not appropriate for a workplace. It's unfortunate that it's happened. Code of conducts are our only tool to correct bad behavior. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's unfortunate that it is our only tool, and it is a very expensive tool, sadly. I wish it was a lot easier and more cost-effective way of correcting things, but our hands are tied. There just isn't. I think you started.
Okay, close the debate. Okay. Call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Okay, go on to 5.1. So whereas the municipality has received a report from Burns Mandel on the approval and inspection of the Trans-Canada Industrial Park subdivision with the professional engineering opinion that the works were carried out in compliance with the specifications for the off-site services, and whereas the off-site portion completion certificate has been signed by Burns Mandel engineers, be it resolved that the municipality accepts the work completed per the development agreement and authorizes the CAO to sign the completion certificate on behalf of the municipality. And further resolved that the CAO request from MTI a release of the 10% holdback funds. Moved by Councillor Drohan, seconded by Councillor Brown. Discussion?
I believe they completed the work to the satisfaction of Burns Mandel and MTI, and administration has informed us that we're ready to release the funds. They're satisfied with everything, so there's no reason why we should.
I know there was some additional costs incurred by having to kind of duplicate some stuff, and we had planned to charge back for that. Was that done? Will it be done?
Yeah, so per the development agreement, when we contact the engineer to have him do these type of services, or we contact the lawyer for advice on this development agreement, that cost is to be borne by the developer, and we've had those costs, and we've issued him invoices for those costs. So yes, that's been done.
That was
going to be my question.
that was my question as well. So yeah, well that's good. Yeah, because
And glad it's finally done.
yeah, close debate. Call for the question. All in favor? Carried.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Seconded by Councillor Maxwell. All in favor? We're adjourned. Just pull it.
Just pull it. Whichever one it is.